Hello, welcome back to Harmonious TV. I am Boss Harmony's twin brother, and I will be replacing him for the meantime. Stay tuned. In today's video, we will be learning how to create African folktale stories with AI. Without wasting time, let's dive in.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're seeing this video. In today's video, we'll be looking at how to create African folktale stories. Yes, those stories you see, you hear about, those old day stories you've heard, talk about King Jaja of Opobo and the likes, tortoise and the birds and the animals kingdom, how to create such stories. That is what we'll be looking at today, how to get the stories, the scenes and everything. First thing first, we'll be making use of our AI tool, the chat GPT. So first thing, you go to your chat GPT. Where's my chat? You go to chat GPT. You tell it to, it tell chat GPT to give you, say, give me 10 African folktales, folktale stories idea. Alright, let me just say African folktales interesting story, or 10 interesting African folktale stories. Interesting. Or you can use motivational, inspirational, anyone. 10 interesting African folktale stories. Let me use inspirational though, or motivational. Okay, let me use inspirational. African folktale stories for our YouTube videos. Then I'll send. I'll wait for it to generate the 10 African folktale stories I did for me. The sending, I don't know, maybe, oh yeah, the sending. My network was data was off before. I'm just turning it on now. Let me pause to turn it on. See, it's generating the stories for me already. And the first one here, the talking drum of unity, West Africa, the spider who wove the moon, Anase story, Ghana, the boy who spoke with lions, East Africa, the river that remembered Nigeria, the girl with the talking calabash, the hunter. You see, all of it just brought 10. The last one is the old woman who planted thyme. So if you look, anyone that you feel, now they gave a note for you to know which. This one said the moral here is those who plant for tomorrow never die today. While the firefly and the crocodile, the moral is no light is too small to shine. So they are good interesting stories. Now you want, after going through them and you see the one that interests you the most, for me, like seriously looking at these morals, I don't even know which to pick. This first one say when hearts beat together peace returns. That's talking about unity. Say wisdom shared shines brighter than wisdom hoarded. This one said those who listen to the earth. I'm reading the morals now. Those who listen to the earth never lose their way. This one said, water remembers the hands that quenched its taste. Truth may be silent, but it always sings. The forest gives to those who give back. He who serves reigns. A giving heart beats louder than a jealous one. No light is too small to shine. Those who plant for tomorrow. Now maybe I want this for those who plant for tomorrow never die. Or as a Nigerian, let's see the one that talks about, it's okay, number 4, the river that remembered Nigeria. Say water remembers the hand that quenched its taste. So let me say I want to write a story on that number 4 now. I'll tell ChatGPT to give me the scenes. Maybe I want to do a voiceover video. Yeah, give me the scenes for number 4 with narrations, which is the voiceover, and I will send. Wait for it to give us, okay, the river that remembered. Good, that is. Now I want to edit this. I want it to give me with a hook. I'm going to edit okay, I'm going to edit this. I said with narration. I'm going to say Please give a hook, a scroll, let me call it scroll stopping hook for each scene. No, let me not use each. Yeah, a scroll stopping hook. Yeah, it is generating our stories up to 5 scene. Okay, the 6 scene, 7. Wow, this is perfect. I think we have about 7 scenes. You can decide to make it longer. So now what you need to do is you need a prompt. Now the hook says the hook scroll stopping intro. They mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness could swim. Wow, wow, wow. You want to know why this kind of statement was? They mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness could swim. Now, you've generated your story title, you've generated your scene. Now you want a prompt for a kind of images for your video. Now if you like, you can copy it to your notebook, but let me just leave it. If you like, you copy it if you want to edit anything, or you could just copy there to save time. But for me, I will leave it. Then you can now tell it to give you text to image prompt for each line lines of all the scenes. Good. They already generated your narration for you. So now, good. For scene 1, first line. Once upon a time in a small village, blah blah blah. There are all of the scenes in 1, scene 2, scene 3, or every line that need a prompt, that need an image. Now we'll be using our Grok tool, because our Grok tool easily turn images to videos for us. So we'll be using our Grok tool to convert all of to generate our images. Good. Now, so your what is it called? Your prompt is ready. Now what you do is to start copying the prompt and is to start generating the images. Now for the first one, the video said white cinematic shot of an African village during the dry season, cracked earth, empty pot, dust rising in the air. So you could just, now this is the narration. Okay, this one is for the narration. Good. Okay, the prompt. Once upon a time. Now you copy the prompt. We'll be copying the prompt one by one. This is the first prompt for scene 1. You copy. You take it to your. I'll be using the Grok tool. So go to Grok. Yeah. And then you go to imaging. And then you paste your prompts here. Because why I choose imaging is because we'll be turning it to a video. And then we'll wait for it to generate. One thing about Grok is you can generate as many videos as you want. Yes, you can turn your videos to as many. Okay, you look at it, whichever one you want. You could just, if to turn your image into video in Grok, is just to click on this icon here. Click on this icon. If you click on this icon, this icon, let me see which one will I want. I think I'll go with this one. I think I love this. Yeah, this one. Yeah, yes, to turn your video into image, you click on that icon and then it will just generate your image for you. Let me see. Anyone you want, you could just turn it to which. Okay, let's use this. Now it's turning into image for us, into a video, sorry. So we'll just wait for it to turn to a video, and then it has been changed into a video, you can see. So but one thing with Grok is the video is always in 6 seconds. So if you want to, you can find. Now we'll be downloading this without audio because we don't want the audio. And to do that, you've off the speaker. Good, you off the speaker before you download so that it will download without audio. So I'm going to download this now. And then download it. And you copy the other prompts. Let's copy the other prompts. Good. Prompt 2 say close up a dry. So we're going to copy this. Go to Grok, paste it to generate. Our video is generating. Video is generated. And we're generating for the third one. And that's how you keep copying to paste, copying to paste. Good. See, your video has been generated. Your video has been generated. Then you click to save. And then you go to copy the third one. Copy the fourth one, sorry. Copy. Paste. Now I'm going to pause the video here to generate all of our image and turn it into a video, and then we'll head up to our editing app, which is our CapCut. So I'll be pausing the video now. Now I've succeeded in creating our images and videos. Now what's remaining is getting our voiceover. So I'll pause the quickly we'll look at how to get the voiceover. You go and copy the narrations from your story from your ChatGPT. So you copy the narrations, and I've copied the first part, which is our hook. Now we'll go back to the story, copy the next narration, which is this, once upon a time, which is for scene 1. Copy, take it to our notebook and paste. Copy the other one. That's how you're going to copy all of the narrations for every of the story. This is for scene 2, narration for scene 2. I'm going to copy, paste it at my notebook. You can then, so I have copied all of the narrations from the story ChatGPT gave us, and then is here in my notebook. So what I'll do is copy everything now once and take it to generate the voiceover. I'll copy now and I'll go back to my Chrome tool. I'll be using now. There are many tools you can use for your voiceover. You have the 11 Labs, which is more like the favorite one, and I'll be using Note GPT. Yes, it's another good text to speech tool that I love. Yes, you just search for Note GPT. Now you see this one, text to speech. It's an AI tool that turns even images to video, but I love using the text to speech to generate my voiceover. You can as well generate voiceover if you are using the from CapCut. But then let's use I love using this. So good. This is a free AI text to speech. You click on that, and then at this box here, this place, you paste your prompt there. Yes, your speech, your narration there. You paste it. Now you come here to select voice. This Noah Mitchell, good. This is the voice I love using, Noah Mitchell. You click on it if you want to change your voice and try any other voice. Let's try Emma.
Welcome to Note GPT.
And like that, let's see this Amelia.
Welcome to Note GPT. Explore our realistic
Okay,
natural
maybe let's
AI
try
voices.
this and see. And you click on use if it's this you want to use, and then you click on generate speech. We'll wait for it to generate our speech. Good. Our speech have been generated. Let's play on here.
They mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness could swim. Once upon a time, in a small village in West Africa, the great river Ennali
So to
had dried
download,
up.
you click on this
Its
drop
bed
down
lay
arrow
cracked
here.
and forgotten.
This one.
The people turned their
You
backs,
click on it
cursing the
to
river that no longer
download your
gave them
video.
water. But one man, Obi, refused to mock the
Download
river.
speech.
Every morning he poured a little
Then
water
wait
on
for
its
it to
bed and
download.
whispered,
Good. Once
"You
it is
gave us
downloaded,
life
you head
once,
over
old
to your
friend.
CapCut to
May you find
your
your way
video
back
editing
again."
to there
The
is in
villagers
short
laughed. The
and
river is dead, Obi.
in
They
short
mocked. Your
CapCut,
kindness is
Red,
wasted on
anyone but
dust.
me. I love
But
using
Obi only
CapCut to
smiled.
edit my video.
Even the earth
So I go
remembers
to my
kindness, he
CapCut.
said. Then one night the sky opened. Rain poured like never before.
Now, if you come to CapCut, you click on New Project. And then you import all the videos you generated. Good. You import all of the videos you've generated by picking them one after the other. You select all of the videos you generated, that is from your Grok, and you click on add at the bottom left. Now, this is the video. Good.
May the rains come and renew this land.
Now, after doing this, you come here to add your audio. You click on audio, click on sound, and then remember it is from notes. So if you click on sound, you click on, if you come to this side, you click on this one. Yeah, you select it. Then you select device. Select device, that is to pick from your phone. Then you can just search for I think it is Note GPT, around 1 minute and something. Good. Let me see if let me play this and see.
They mocked the dry river.
Good.
But when the
So
flood
this
came,
is it.
only
Then
kindness
you
could
click
swim.
on the plus sign to add. Now once it is add, you play.
They mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness could swim. They mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness could swim.
You can edit
Once
it
upon a time,
anyway.
in a
Maybe
small
you want to
village in
change the
West
picture,
Africa,
you want to
the
add
great river
something.
Ennali had dried up.
And good, you can
Its
just
bed
add,
lay
but make
cracked
sure you
and
listen
forgotten.
to it very well. Where you need to change the picture, for example,
Small village in West Africa, the great river They mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness
like
could
this
swim.
one now, it's not supposed
Once
to be
upon a time, in a small
good. So this one too is supposed to start from somewhere here. So if I come here, I will click on plus to add where this one starts, and then I will select my, I think this. I'll select and add again, and let's see.
They mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness could swim. Once upon a time, in a small village in West Africa, the great river Ennali had dried up. Its bed lay cracked and forgotten. The people turned their backs, cursing the river that no longer gave them water.
The people turning their back.
But one man, Obi, refused to mock the river. Every morning he poured a little water on its bed and whispered,
"This is the people."
"You gave
So at this the people mock the river.
up." Its bed lay cracked and forgotten. The people turned their backs, cursing.
This bed leg is supposed to be here, so
they mocked the dry river, but when the flood came, only kindness could swim. Once upon a time, in a small village in West Africa, the great river Ennali had dried up. Its bed lay cracked and forgotten. The people turned their backs, cursing the river that no longer gave them water. But one man...
Talking about the people.
People turned their backs, cursing the river that no longer... and forgotten. The people turned their backs, cursing the river that no longer gave them water. But one man, Obi...
Talking about one man now, I can just come here and add where Obi always pour water on the river. I'll click on the plus to add. Now select where Obi, I think, let me see. No, this is people mocking. Then I will add. So that is how to generate.
The people turned their backs, cursing the river that no longer gave them water. But one man, Obi, refused to mock the river. Every morning he poured a little water on its bed and whispered, "You gave us life once, old friend. May you find your way back again."
Okay, like that. And then after editing, if you want to add background, you come to this side. To add background, you select anyone. Look for the background tool. Look for your background tool to add. I don't know, I'm not seeing the background tool here. There should be back. Good. Yeah, this is okay. Look at background. So you click here to, if you want to add the background, you click to add background. So this is how, or basically this is how it works. And then to save your video, you click on export here. The arrow, this export up here, you click on export. Sorry. You click on export here to save your video. So this is basically how to edit your video. So I'm going to be saving this.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay glued to this channel. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.